What's up, my little cattletales? Yo, come inside and shut the door. Guess what? Everybody, sit down. You, stop eating those snacks. This is serious. I called this tattletale meeting to say, didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all that Coco the Clown was back? And it looks like Khloe and Tristan are well on their way to public reconciliation. Kris Jenner BDA, what, y'all? Cause baby, I guess Tristan popping up, playing favorite father of the year actually worked. And guess what? Tristan's even out here liking Khloe's Instagram pics. But guess what? Those weren't the only clues. Let's go through them one by one. Now, the first evidence of this sighting was the way she literally did it, and I love you tribute post to the Queen of England, because baby, ain't nothing like, listen, she looked at her doormat realness and she looked at the Queen of England and she said, we're pretty much the same, right? Even though they both have flexed their power and committed atrocities on minorities. Jordan Woods entered the chat. But all jokes aside, y'all, I did a video a couple weeks back that said, well, not even a couple weeks, a couple of days. Time flies when you're having fun. Saying, Khloe and Tristan are literally back to, they're doing the walk back to get back together. Khloe is trying to get Tristan's attention. What was the first indicator? Well, I'll tell you, because I speak fluent dum-dum and we got a mountain of evidence. But before we do, y'all, hit that like and subscribe button. We just had our 100K celebration, baby. We're on our way to 1 million. Real Housewives of Atlanta recap is up. I'm reviewing this Sunday. Also, there's and there's a bunch of other stuff going on. And also the members only live is coming. So make sure y'all are ready. Now, let's get into this mess, shall we? All right, let's go. Okay, so Khloe started dyeing her hair darker. Now get this. Khloe is in her bag as a blonde. She looks fantastic as a blonde. But do you know why? Because Khloe's naturally blonde. The same way Kim looks like a Raggedy Ann Momo doll with her hair dyed platinum when she's naturally dark hair, it's the same effect that happened on Khloe after she was trying to literally mimic her older sister for over a couple of decades. Blonde looks good on you, but you know who doesn't like blonde? Do you know who doesn't like blonde, right? Well, I'll tell you what, it sounds like Eamon and it starts with D. That's right, that little demon Tristan loves dark hair. Every girl, every side chick, every jump off, every current, past, and future baby mom is all dark haired. Except for Khloe, right? Now, here's the thing. Khloe looks great as a blonde, but I do believe that little demon is probably torturing her, making her feel like she looks better. Whip her out here, because he wants to make sure she looks as ugly as possible. And don't get me wrong, I'm not dragging Khloe. Khloe's actually a pretty girl, right? But Tristan wants to make sure she looks as bad as possible. As bad as possible. So when she's like, I'm getting a backbone and I'm leaving you, Tristan, and she walks in the room, right? Nobody's looking at her. People are like, ugh, who is this, right? And then she goes home being like, I guess Tristan is the only person that's ever going to want me. Again, I speak fluent dum-dum. I know how that mess goes. But also look at this, and this is the most glaring evidence. Tristan's out here liking Khloe's pictures. That's right. Tristan is publicly liking Khloe's pictures. And you know, every time that finger scrolls to the like button, he is giving her a dum-dum pat on the head for being a good doormat and be like, ooh, baby, I like the way you wipe the dirt off my feet, as he literally grounds it in like Goodyear tire tough into her ego and psyche. Y'all, let's take a look at this picture. But also don't forget, Malika was just on her BFF for life, was just on her Carlos King podcast. The Carlos King podcast, which is actually really good. They went over a lot of stuff. But the one thing she let slip was the fact that Khloe has a lot of faith, too much faith. She's like, I don't know where she gets her faith that things are going to work out in the end. She said that Tristan is a great father. And let me tell y'all something. Khloe is obsessed with image. We know that she even said that, no matter what happens, the reason she didn't let like punish Tristan for cheating on her and like, kind of ice her out in her life when she was pregnant with True is because she wanted True to look at photos and videos and see for one moment everything was perfect. I do think Khloe's that type of person where she looks at pictures and she sees perfect and it makes her feel good and comforted from the harshness of reality. Everybody else would be like, I don't want to see some Polaroid picture, keepsake memory with some Apple memories from 2020 to 2050. Talk about my life, man. If you get out of here, I heard the screams, I heard the crying, I heard this and that. But, she's obsessed with she likes the picture. She likes the image. The fact that Malika was on a podcast talking about some man that publicly humiliated her being a good father, I said, oh, they ain't done. They ain't done, because you know how it is. When your girlfriend's not done with the guy she's dating, you can't really drag them because it's going to hurt their feelings. You can't really let them know what you think is going on. But y'all know the deal, right? But let's look at this picture that Tristan was liking, because, baby, I have to laugh. All right, let's get into this. So Khloe posted this picture, and I will just say, it's good that Khloe got the booty dissolved, because could you imagine the old one on these little legs? Even now, and it's just like whatever. But Khloe's tall. She's 5'10". It is giving model body. It's an aesthetic. It's a genre. And Khloe fits well into the genre. I do wish that it wasn't because of sadness and all that she lost weight. But Khloe looks good for her frame and her body. Khloe posted a few weeks ago, ... And who do we have here? Little demon himself, Satan's favorite helper, Tristan Thomas, posted a like. Even Khloe Kardashian putting a few weeks ago, ... They are publicly flirting. He probably was like, yo, send me a picture. She was like, no. And he's like, no, but send me a picture. You've been keeping up that weight loss? And she's like, oh, here's a picture of a few weeks ago. Now, why would they be publicly flirting? Again, this is all my opinion. Probably because Kris moved in with Khloe to lower her backbone while Khloe was busy growing another. The thing is, and I said it once and I said it again, it don't matter how much backbone you have. Khloe is not done with Tristan. There's something with Tristan, his particular brand of pain, of irregard, of discarding, of making her feel like it's nothing, that speaks to every demon she ever had. Every demon she ever had is like, num, 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 more. She is addicted to the pain and humiliation this man causes her, because on a psychological level, and again, I don't know Khloe, but I will be at art. It seems like she believes that Tristan actually sees her true value. She believes that Tristan actually sees her worth. And I know what you're saying. How can she believe that when Tristan actually treats her like she has no worth? But there we go. There you have it. And even though other people might come and be like, Khloe, you look great. Khloe, you're in your bag. Khloe, you're this, you're Khloe that. She doesn't believe them, because in her, the person that everyone else sees is not the real her. The person that she may think that she feels is broken, not worthy of love, the ugly one. You have to prove your worth all the time. And even though a million people say she thinks that they're so stupid that they don't see the real her, but Tristan sees the real her. The fake her, the delusional her, that is the part that thinks she has this low value, that she has to stay with that man. But Tristan sees the real, quote unquote, her. Tristan understands her value. And now that Tristan understands that she is so unworthy, if she can humble herself, humiliate herself, do all these things to make herself worthy of this person that sees the true her, well, then she'll feel worthy. Because if somebody sees what you really are, but they acknowledge you're working and they acknowledge that you're a million times better, and they acknowledge that, wow, you're so much better than you were, then it must be real, right? And all those people saying, Khloe, you're amazing, that can't be real. Those people are fooled. Fooled by the pomp and circumstance, pulled by all the things Khloe does to change and hide and obscure who she thinks that she really is, her internal shame. Y'all, it gets deep 100% with that. But I do say Khloe is not ready to let go of her fictionalized self, which is someone that is so undeserving that you deserve. Tristan Thompson. Hopefully one day she does actually see who her real self is and acts accordingly and surrounds herself with people that honors her real self. But y'all, until then, Tristan sending likes, Khloe dyeing her hair back. She got a second baby. Y'all said she did it for a sperm donor. We all know that's not true. That woman want a family with that man, and she's going to get it by hook, crook, sink, line, or whatever else you want to throw in that analogy. Y'all, listen, I really just called this meeting to say, told you so. Told you so. And didn't I say that they were going to probably reunite in time to have some family photos at the Calabasas pumpkin patch? Now listen, I'm not saying I'm Nostradamus, but I don't know. I think we're getting some holiday pictures. I think we're getting holiday pictures. Kris Jenner had to get back to work. And you know, Tristan was waiting in the bushes for her mommy to go to work so he could creep upstairs and do what that little demon do. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.